Welcome to Solo Kapoor's podcast, Adventure Edition. And you already see me smiling because these are the kind of people who are my favorite people, the travelers, the adventurers, the guys who go way up and beyond their normal constraints of normal life and just do something out of the ordinary and awe people like us. And here I have someone, Mr. Vimal Geetanandan. He's from Andhra Pradesh. He's from Rayalaseema. He's from Anantapur district. I wish we could do this podcast in Telugu or English. Maybe we'll mix it up. I don't know, but
Surely,
he
surely.
he's doing something that usually you see white people doing is basically take a camper van and go across the country. Just live in the camper van and go across the country. These are the things that white people do. And when I found his story and when I found out that he is from my place, I was like, whoa! I have to get this guy on the podcast. And welcome to the podcast, Vimal. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for doing
Thank you
this.
so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So
Means a lot.
no problem. Basically, you live in a tempo traveler, which is your bedroom,
Yes, yes.
which has a
Yeah,
kitchen, which has everything that a one BHK needs, probably one RK maybe. But
exactly. Yeah,
people work their ass off to buy a home, to become stable, to settle down.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
and you have not exactly settled down. I mean, you have settled down in your meaning, but you have not settled down in the meaning of the society. So
True, true.
what can you tell us about your lifestyle?
So as you said, I'm not settled as in the definition of the society as such,
Hmm.
but I am successful in my own way because
Hmm.
I'm happy. They're successful. That's what I believe in because
Hmm.
success is subjective. Keeping that aside, lifestyle. I've been traveling for 4 years. I'm a nomad. I really don't have a place. I don't belong to any place. So more than 4 years, I've been traveling, and I'm on the road. Road is my home. Initial days, I used to travel without money. I travel hitchhiking, taking lifts, staying at various places, bus stands, railway stations, petrol bunks, police station, etc., and etc. Then I traveled in a moped. Then I traveled in through various means of transport. Then yeah, now I live in my own self-converted van home, which I
Which
call
has a
Maya.
wonderful, yeah, which has a wonderful name called Maya.
Yes, yes, yeah. I live in Maya, but see, that is what it is. Sometimes I living in Maya gives me an opportunity to be with various people, meet various people. Sometimes they invite me home, like now,
Hmm.
and I live with them. So yeah, it depends. Living in Maya doesn't mean I'm always there.
Hmm.
Maya is my home and will always be my home. But uh, sometimes you go to your friend's place. You have a home, but you go to your friend's place. That's what I do probably. Sometimes I live at places people invite me, complete strangers invite me to. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's how
Can
I live. I just live.
can I invite you for for a start? You know, I mean, it's just, there's a lot of room out here at my place, but when did you అంటే మనము అనంతపూర్లో పెరిగారు, నేను చిత్తూరు డిస్ట్రిక్ట్లో పెరిగాను. అండ్ మనం
Mhm.
ఆర్టీసీ బస్సులు చూస్తూ పెరిగాము. టెంపో ట్రావెలర్స్ మనకు బేసికలీ అదొక లగ్జరీ. అంటే పెద్ద పెద్దోళ్ళు వస్తారు, దాంట్లో స్వామీజీలు వస్తారు టెంపో ట్రావెల్లో. ఆర్ టెంపో ట్రావెలర్, మన టెంపో ట్రావెలర్ అనేది మనకు ఇమేజే డిఫరెంట్. మనకు ఆర్టీసీ బస్సులు,
Definitely,
ఆటోలు, కార్లు అవే తెలుసు. When did you even hear about
definitely.
camper van and tempo van? But I didn't hear about them unless I saw them on YouTube when I was in college.
Exactly. I did the same. I saw them on YouTube, but Tempo Traveler, yes, I've heard of Tempo Traveler, but Campervan,
Mm,
I saw it on YouTube. Because initial days to travel just I didn't know any of these things. I knew something called Tempo Traveler existed. Probably
you mean camper
once
van?
I might have no Tempo Traveler, the vehicle existed,
Okay.
but I didn't know camper van existed. I didn't know
Mm,
people. I knew people live in cars.
mm,
I remember when I was in college, I wanted to. I had this crazy idea that what if before all this thought of traveling and thought of leaving home without anything, I thought like, why can't I live in my car? Like if I get a car, why can't I
Mm.
live in it? I read it somewhere. I was reading on the. I read a lot. That's what it is. Like that's where I get everything. So I was reading an article somewhere on the internet, and I found an interesting thing about someone living in a car. I
Mm.
thought, oh, this is interesting. Why can't I do it? That's where it all started. I even I
That is
remember.
why I tell things like, things that white people do.
Yeah. I even asked a question on Quora. I remember in 2015 that can you live in a car in India?
Mm.
That's what I wanted initially, but then somehow it vanished. It didn't stay with me. Then I fell into different things of different modes of traveling, different kinds of traveling. Obviously, I didn't have anything to at the point of time, any kind of money to buy a car and all. It was I don't know why I got that idea and all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because for me, the idea of camper van was something that I saw a video of a couple going across a cross country trip to Iceland, right? And for me, the moment I saw that, I'm like, this is my honeymoon. This is exactly what I'm gonna do with my honeymoon. It's my dream to hire a
Wonderful,
camper
wonderful.
van and go across Iceland and just go wherever I want. And
That's beautiful.
yeah, and where would you like to take your Maya one day? I mean, you outside India, what is your dream destination?
There is no dream destination as such, but I want to travel around the world.
Mm.
I want to take it all around the world and take it to nook and corners of the world where initial civilizations lived. I want to take it there. I want to see
Mm.
where the first human came across.
Yeah,
I want to see things like northern lights. I want
yeah,
to take a dip in different kinds of oceans.
yeah.
So yes, I do want to do all of those things. My initial thing about camper van, like the first time I saw a camper van was like somewhere again on the internet. I read about this Volkswagen vans.
Yes,
They used to in 70s and 60s when the
hippies,
initial hippie culture,
hippie
yeah,
culture. Yeah.
exactly, the initial hippie culture was there. They used to travel from overland. They used to cross countries and reach India. When I was reading about hippie culture, that's when I came across, okay, people do that.
Mm.
People live in vans and they cross countries and they this van life stuff
Yeah.
existed. Then I started reading more about it, started watching more videos, doing more research about it. Then I saw so many vans. Initially, I thought I'll buy the Metator is the closest what we have for Volkswagen,
Right.
forced Metator vehicle. So
Mm.
initially, I wanted to get a Metator vehicle. Then I thought, okay, I'm gonna do it for a really really long time. This will be my home. I at least need a standing space. So then I went towards Tempo Traveler. So it was a natural progression. So yeah, I want to take it all around the world to various places. I really don't know which place exactly the dream destination as such,
Mm.
but I want to take it all around the world. Yeah,
For a start, if you want to do that, you can probably go to Myanmar because people are doing these trips from India to Myanmar to Thailand via road.
exactly.
You can do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, that is the road we have to Europe. You can't go through Pakistan and Afghanistan because
Mm.
obviously because of the kind of relations we have with them,
Mm.
visa problems, and also you have to take a round trip.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that.
Mm.
Cross-country travelers or landers do that.
Right.
People go from Bangalore Palace to Buckingham Palace, something like that. They do trips. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. That's very crazy. I also heard about certain Google employees because San Francisco was so expensive. I don't know. I'm sure you must have read about this. Google employees, Apple employees, because San Francisco is so expensive, they simply bought a camper van and they just lived in Google's parking.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people live in Walmart parking
Mm,
areas. They live in cars. That's where I read. As I said, like I was reading about living in car.
Mm, mm,
Actually, when I now I remember, it's about some kind of employee or a student, I guess,
yeah,
who is not able to afford the rent
yeah,
in an affluent area in US, and he wanted to live out of his vehicle, and he mm, blogged about his experience.
yeah.
So that's where I first read. So as you said, yes, there are people who do that.
Yeah, that and you know this guy, the adventurer Alex Honnold, the guy who scaled the El
Mm,
Capitan without rope.
no, I don't know.
There is,
Sorry.
yeah, there is a documentary about him which won the Oscar. It's called
Okay.
what's the name of the? He lived in campervan for a long time. There is this girl from Germany who
Okay.
only lives on trains because she's
Okay.
like she's sick, done with the rent. She's like
Uh-huh.
it costs half living on trains, and they have wonderful showers. And what's the problem? So those things.
Exactly.
But what
Yeah.
is your relationship with home ownership? Right? Would you like to own a home in the future, or do you even love the idea of having a home for yourself? Or you're not the kind of person who will just sit at one place for the rest of your life, or you don't even think about so far ahead.
Exactly. That is what I wanted to say. I don't
Mm,
believe in the future as such. It's
mm-hmm,
an illusion. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know. See, now I can say, oh, because now I want to travel. I don't want to own a place anywhere. I just want to keep traveling. Now I have this idea that I want to keep traveling. I want to keep moving. I want to keep flowing. I want to keep flying. But maybe, just maybe, sometime I may want to own a small place
mm,
near a waterfall, or overlooking a mountain. I want to stay there for some time. I really don't know. For me, travel is not about moving from place to place. It has never been about moving from place to place. Travel is about freedom
mm,
to do whatever you want to do. If you want to stay at a place, you can stay. If you want to move from a place, you can move. So the freedom to do things, freedom to move, the freedom of mobility. That is what travel is for me. So I have that freedom, and I will have that freedom, no matter what. Like I enjoy my freedom, so I can't compromise my freedom. So even if I'm staying at a place, that is part of travel. Even if I stay for 6 months at a place, that is part of my travel, my journey, because I chose that, and I'm enjoying it. I'm meeting different people. I'm learning different things. Then if I don't like it, if I'm not into that, I'll move to a different place. I'll hop, and then I'll feel like, okay, I want to stay here for a month, then I'll stay. So that's how it is.
right, right. You talk about freedom, right? So all these employed people who go to vacation and all that, right? They're not exactly free, are they? It's like at the end of the day, you have to come back to what the you have to come back and put the chains back on. You have to put the chain back on between your laptop, the work laptop, and yourself,
I
your
understand. Yeah,
boss
I
and yourself.
understand.
And the idea of leaving that chain is very intimidating to people because salary is a very addictive thing, right? Every
I
month,
understand. Yeah,
50,000 rupees in the pocket. It is the
I
most
understand.
safest thing, and that is the reason why 90% of the people do that, right? So
That's true. That's
you
true.
how come you did not feel the same? I'm sure you're not Ambani's kid, right? You also come
That's true.
from a reasonably middle class family, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
So how come
completely.
you
Yeah.
don't feel the same as 90% of the people do?
Uh, See, that's what works for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to go. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to go back anywhere.
Mm,
So if I want to move 100 kilometers, I'll move 100 kilometers. If I don't have money, I'll stay at the same place. So for a lot of people, what doesn't work is they have to go back.
mm,
They have to go back to the place where they're working. I don't have to go back. That is a point I really love. The second thing is, as you said, why I didn't fall into that so-called cycle.
yeah.
uh, there are there are two things. One, I started very early. I started when I was 21. I left home and I started living on the road when I was 21. Two, I think I realized very early in my life that I'm a survivor. I
Mm,
can survive in one way or the other. I when I was 16, I used to take tuitions to my own classmates, and I used to earn money from that. That is my first earning experience.
right.
So when I can do that, I can survive literally anywhere in the world. I
Right.
if I want to do something, I'll do. I'll earn somehow. I'll find something or the other. Somehow I had this confidence in me that I can do. And also survival is an. I always believe survival is an instinct we all
Mm.
humans have, and it's an inbuilt thing.
Yeah.
And I thought I can survive anywhere, and then I left home, and then it it never occurred to me. I just kept on moving.
Yeah.
I was
Uh,
I,
yeah.
sorry.
Go on.
I was reading a book called Sapiens. There's a book called Sapiens, and in the book there is something called in one chapter he talks about how agricultural revolution is a fraud.
Uh huh.
Like how people who are foragers, who are nomadic people, how they thought they'll have a comfortable life coming to agriculture, shifting to agriculture, but they actually chained themselves
Mm.
to things, and they started having more miserable lives. Maybe I had that somewhere in the back of my head, as I used to read a lot of books about people traveling, people, the freedom, people having the freedom to go anywhere. Maybe that got stuck in me somewhere. Then
Mm.
I realized maybe we have always been explorers. Maybe I got stuck there.
Right.
That's
And
that.
and what about the $1 million question, right? The income. How do you make a living? How do you put food on table? How do you manage your this thing? I mean, I'm not trying to disclose your sources, but you don't have a money plant, basically, right? You do.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So I just want to bust that myth if you
See,
can, please.
there are a lot of things I did over this 4 years.
Mm.
I've been a chef. I ran a food truck. I sold tea on the road. I sold toys on the road. I became a delivery boy just because I wanted to stay in a city for a month.
Mm.
I became an interior designing intern. I volunteered a lot. I volunteered as a writer, teacher, photographer, artist, night manager, interior decorator, whatnot. I don't remember. A lot of things I did. See, when you volunteer, they'll give you food, they'll give you bed, and they'll give you some Wi-Fi. And there are amazing people who you can have conversations with. I
Mm.
personally don't need anything. That's the most I personally need. And if I need something, I somehow and also I'm a freelance content writer. I do freelance content writing. I get my projects time to time, and if I want to earn, I'll write for some people, and they'll pay me, and I'll move. So there is always a way.
Mm.
What most people don't understand is they think what they are doing is the only way to earn money. But there are hundreds of ways to earn money. There are hundreds of ways to live
Right.
if you don't have too many wants. Like if you want to buy a car,
Mm.
and the funniest part is, I bought a car, I built a home without anything. I didn't have that, right? Like
Right.
I didn't have that kind of money. I didn't have that kind of income,
Right.
which people call. But I
Yeah.
still bought a car. I still built a home.
Mm.
And also as I said, I do a lot of things. I've done a lot of things, and somehow I'll find a way. You don't for me, I don't need much to survive. I just need some food, some good food, a place to stay, maybe some Wi-Fi, and maybe some people to have great conversations. That is more than enough for me. And as I said, what works for me is I don't have to go back anywhere, right?
Mm.
If I want to go, if I have to go back, I have to think, oh, I have to earn something. But if I don't have to go anywhere, I can stay at a single place.
అండ్ దేర్ ఇస్ వన్ మోర్ థింగ్ కాల్డ్ ఈగో. అంటే మనకు ఈగో అనేది ఉంటుంది. నేను టీ అమ్మాలా, నేను పుస్తకాలు అమ్మాలా, నేను యునో ఐ షుడ్ సెల్ టాయ్స్, ఇస్ ఇట్? ఐ షుడ్ సెల్ టీ. గెట్ ద ఫక్ అవుట్ హియర్. ఐఎమ్ నాట్ డూయింగ్ దట్. ఐ వుడ్ రాదర్ డూ యునో మనకు ఆ హైరార్కీ ఉంటుంది కదా, ఈ జాబ్ అనేది తక్కువ, ఈ
అవును,
జాబ్ అనేది
అవును,
ఎక్కువ,
అవును,
మనం
అవును.
లివింగ్ కోసం ఇది చేస్తే దట్ ఈస్ దట్ ఈస్ మోర్ రీజనబుల్.
ట్రూ, ట్రూ.
ఇది చేయాల్సిన కర్మ నాకేంటి? దట్ ఆ
అవును,
ఈగో
అవును,
అనేది కూడా
అవును.
ఆ ఈగో అనేది కూడా ఉండకూడదు. దట్ ఫర్ మీ ఇస్ లైక్ ద నంబర్ వన్ ఇంపెడిమెంట్.
Exactly. అది దాటగలిగితే, when you can love yourself for what you are rather than what you do, మీ పనిని కాకుండా మిమ్మల్ని మీరు ప్రేమించగలిగితే యూ కెన్ గో ఫార్ ఫార్ ఫార్.
Exactly, exactly. How did you travel without money though? Like for example, I think you have been traveling with Maya for what, 4 years, right? With
No. With Maya, it is very recent.
uh-huh.
But initial days, as I said, like I used to hitchhike, I used to.
Yeah, 4 years without
Uh,
money. What do you what's the story like? So it's like intlo unnaro. You wanted to go. You have been reading a lot. You travel, and it's not like it didn't happen overnight, right? It's just built. It
exactly.
built,
Yeah, yeah. That's
and
how
and
it
then
is.
yeah, then one day you must have taken a few months to convince your mom and so on. So how did you reach to the point where like, okay, now I'm going. That's it.
So how did I reach? As you said, it's a very slow process.
Mm,
I uh, it's a reading books,
mm,
watching things, understanding things. It took time.
mm,
You'll have certain kind of understanding of life, and you'll get new perspectives. Then you'll realize, oh, this is what I want to do.
mm,
Then slowly from there, I reached a point where, okay, I want to see what travel is.
mm,
Now I've read so much. I've seen people going on and off about travel. That travel has given me this. Travel has taught me this. Because of travel, I got my idea for my
yeah.
startup, etc., etc. So I thought, okay, I'll take 1 year as a gap year. I'll leave. I'll
Mm,
leave home, and then I'll reach. I mean, I'll leave home and I'll see and travel for a year.
mm.
That's where the initial idea started. Then I left home. I didn't have money,
So
so
you
obviously,
had
for
you had few thousand rupees in your pocket. That's it.
not even single rupee.
Really?
Not
Okay.
I didn't have I didn't even have one single rupee in my hand.
Mm,
Not even any kind of perishable food. I don't know how I'm going to survive. I don't know how I'm going to move
mm,
even a few kilometers. I just wanted to travel. I know I can hitchhike. I know people will help me somehow. I don't know how and all because I've never experienced it until that point. But somehow I had that, as I said in the initial conversation, as I said, I believed we are survivors from the go.
mm,
Like we have that survival instinct inbuilt.
right.
So I thought I'm a human, I'm an animal,
Mm,
I can survive. That's the initial thought, and
yeah.
then I took my bag and I left home. I really didn't have anything. I just stood on the national highway. I got left and I kept moving. So how you asked how it is possible? The only answer is help of love of people.
Mm,
People have given me everything. See, traveling without money doesn't mean money isn't involved at all. If you take a lift, someone has to pay for the fuel. If you
yeah.
stay at someone place, someone has to pay for the rent, or someone is paying the EMI.
Right.
So if you eat, someone has to pay for the groceries, right?
Mm,
So complete strangers are paying for you. So complete strangers are helping you. So
yeah.
it's more of with the help of love of people that I'm always grateful for, and I'll always be grateful.
Yeah.
So I have no qualms in admitting that I traveled with the help of love of people, and people have given me so much of love. I
Mm,
can't I can't even put it into words, into proper words. They just went beyond to give me. People literally changed their ways to take me to the place I wanted to go. My phone was dead. A German couple just gave me their iPhone, just like that.
mm,
And the people have picked me from the bus stands, and have taken me to their homes, gave me food, shelter, etc. and etc. People have met me in buses, gave me like out of love. They just gave me everything they have. I don't
mm,
I have not even met them before. They're complete strangers. So it's like that. Every
yeah.
single place I went, people have given me so much of love.
Mm,
And also, universe has been magical to me in every which way. That is why it's called Maya.
right.
So every way it happens to me like crazily, in the sense, if I want something, it will happen. If I
Right.
dream of something, it will happen.
Mm,
So yeah. that's how it is. So with the help of people's love, to answer your question, with the help of people's love, I travel without money.
Right, right. And you also did some jobs, right? Like you said you did a lot of stuff and all that. So
Yes, yes, yeah.
I was also looking at your interview with Shravan, and you said you became an interior designer of sorts, right?
Yes, yes, yeah.
How did you acquire all these skills on the
I
way and so on?
see that is what somehow I had this huge confidence
Mm,
on myself that I can do things.
mm,
I've never been a chef. I was always the person in any home I go to. I was always the person who loved washing dishes. I just go and wash dishes of after we finish eating, I'll wash dishes because I love doing it. That's in one way I am part of the home, I feel.
right.
But I've never really been into cooking.
Mm,
Then suddenly, my cousin asked me, like, I'm starting a food truck and I'm looking for a chef. I thought, okay, this is something very interesting. I want to do it. I told myself and I told him, yeah, I want to be a chef. Then he said, "You've never done that. Then how are you going to do it?" Then I watched a video on YouTube and I made a sandwich and I fed him. He
mm,
liked it. Then I became
mm,
a chef.
mm,
So that's how I became a chef. And interior designing, I met a guy in Maharashtra. He was into interior designing. He took me to his office. He told me about perspectives. He told me about what interior designing. I was into interior decoration
mm,
because my mom is into interior decoration in the sense like she loves decorating the place.
right.
So watching her, I acquired a little bit of skills of how to keep a place in a way that it feels good, it feels aesthetic and all.
Right.
That's more of an aesthetic sense. You have that
Mm,
inbuilt, I suppose.
mm,
But the major skills of designing, in the sense drawing,
yeah.
he gave me a few things. Then I picked up. Then I went and interned.
Mm,
Uh, I was always a writer. Somehow writing comes naturally to me, so I did that. Then I was never into photography, but I picked up a camera. Then I saw a few videos on YouTube. Then
mm,
I'm not a professional in any way in any of these things. I'm no professional. You will not say like I'm even I mean very good in a sense. I'm not, but I just need enough to survive.
yeah.
That's what I'm trying
Exactly.
to put. I
Right.
just need enough to survive, and
Mm,
that was because that made me happy.
mm.
More than anything, that made me happy. So I'm okay with that.
Wow. And you traveled what? So far, how many kilometers you must have traveled? Like 20,000 kilometers is what I read
Oh,
on your documentary.
so while hitchhiking itself, it was 20,000 in just 9 months. So
Mm,
it's been 4 years. So yeah,
mm.
lot of.
Lot of. And how you have you visited every single state of India? Is there anything that's left missing?
Yes, I have visited, but it's like I want to go interiors of places. I want to go interiors of states, villages, and all. See, people ask me, have you seen whole India? I'll say, I don't know. Like I've not seen. It's a very you cannot answer that because India is
Yeah.
huge, and it takes a lifetime to see all the places.
Yeah.
So even if I say like I've seen the state, like you will mention a place maybe I might have never even heard of,
Mm.
you know. So I can't definitely put it that way. So that's why I never mention places like this
Wow.
much I've seen and all.
Mm.
I'll always be like, for me it's always the journey. I'm always
Right.
moving, seeing. I'm very slow traveler.
Have you, regions, if you can mention, have you been to Northeast? You've been to UP,
Yes,
Bihar?
yes. Yeah. I've touched. That's all I can say. I've
Mm.
touched.
Mm.
I've volunteered in Meghalaya for a month.
Mm.
I've been in Assam for a month. Nagaland for a few days. Then Himalayas for some time. So I've touched
Mm.
all the states
Mm.
in one way or the other. But I want to get into the place.
Yeah.
There's definitely something or the other. It's always there.
Mm.
So I'm always willing to go and explore more and
Right.
more.
Right. How do you power your van though? Because your van has a bedroom, it has an AC, it has a kitchen. I believe it has a little emergency washroom and a shower room, if I'm not wrong, right?
Exactly, exactly,
And you literally have mini one RK, right? With one room
exactly,
kitchen in
exactly,
inside your Tempo Traveler.
exactly.
So how are you
Yeah.
powering all that? And just tell me about its functioning and mechanics and the challenges that you have to maintain it. Because our roads are not exactly runways, right? We have some quite a
That's
few
true.
potholes, right? So what are your
That's
challenges?
true. That's
Tell
true.
tell me about your van.
First of all, to correct you there, I have AC, but it's vehicles AC, so you have to switch on the engine,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then only it comes. So I'll not use it when I'm parked.
Mm,
I have a fan, and
mm,
I'll use that when I'm sleeping. To answer your question about electricals, I have a solar
mm.
on top of my vehicle, which charges my batteries. And sometimes, if I'm parked near any home, like now, I can connect to any power source and charge my batteries. And for some time, if I charge it for some time, I'll get it for 4 to 5 days easily.
Yeah.
And with the solar and all, combining that, so
Mm,
so so it, that's more than enough for me. I have a 200-liter water tank under my bed,
yeah.
which supplies water to uh,
Sink,
all the
kitchen,
places. Yeah, sink, kitchen,
bathroom. Yeah.
sink, the washroom. Mostly I use the sink only. I generally don't use the washroom and shower. Because there's always a place where you can bath. There's always a place where you can use a washroom,
Yeah.
because every petrol bunk has a toilet, and most of them are surprisingly clean. The only place I generally use it is in the sink, and for my drinking water and cooking.
Yeah.
That's there. And as you said, yeah, the van life isn't as cozy as people think it is.
Your bed
Uh,
looks very cozy, but yeah.
that's for sure. I,
Mm,
I made it purposefully that way. But Instagram somehow, like if you search for hashtag van life and all,
uh,
Instagram somehow pushes the content in such a way that it seems like a dream.
yeah.
It's very dreamy and all.
Yeah.
But I
But
was very clear from the beginning.
mm,
Van life isn't that. Like you will face a lot of challenges. You will have breakdowns. You will have, for example, once there was gas leakage in Maya. Once there was
shit.
water leakage from my water filter.
Wow.
And I have a rat problem now. I'm fighting it. I One rat is coming and
Oh my God.
spoiling my plant.
Huh.
It won't
Oh,
it comes and goes. Is
you have to kill
I
that
have to
really
put a
quick.
rat trap.
Yeah. Put
Yes,
that
yes,
poison thing,
yeah,
and that shit
exactly.
will bite the wires. I mean, I have a washing machine. It's just rat's favorite food is like washing machine wires for some reason. It's like fucking weird.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Somehow. That
Yeah.
is why I'm fortunate enough that it didn't bite any of my wires.
Mm,
It's just somehow it is concentrating only on my plant.
mm,
I don't know why. I don't understand what kind of taste it gets from that.
yeah.
But it is concentrating on my plant, because I have nothing of food
Mm,
inside, and it can't go there. Even if I have places where I stored my food, it can't go there. There is no place for it to go there.
mm,
So it's somehow, and I keep my place clean.
mm,
Like when I cook, and I clean everything, because that's how I want to work.
yeah.
It is not getting any kind of food, it seems. So it is coming and eating my plants and going. So I'm trying to figure out a way. So it's like that. See, this is one problem. And
Mm,
few days back there was gas leakage, and I corrected it. Few days before that there was a water filter leakage, and I corrected it. And A few days before that, water was leaking from my exhaust fan inside when it rains. So then I corrected it too. So there are a lot of things. Sometimes things will be falling
yeah.
down. You don't like I have few the spices and all stored on the top of the kitchen, and they when driving they
Yeah, yeah,
fall
yeah.
down, and
On the beautiful
you'll get
roads, as I
irritated.
said.
Exactly, and also things will be flying, like my drawers will be opening, and I have to shut it
Mm,
down, tie it down. So there are certain things which
mm,
there's all one thing or the other which will be coming. But I read in a book once, there is struggle in everything. You just have to choose your struggle, and I
yeah,
chose mine. I'm very very happy about it. I don't have any qualms about it. It's very fascinating for
right.
me. I traveled for a month in a basic setup of the van. I
Mm,
made a basic setup and traveled for a month just to see whether I'm going to enjoy it or not. I enjoyed it, and then I
mm,
took the decision. So that's why
mm,
I'm very very clear. This is beautiful. I don't have any negative things
right,
to say, but I don't want people to get into van life thinking that it all will be cozy and rosy.
right.
They have to understand the struggles. They have to understand this is your normal life. Like how in normal life you'll have your struggles. The
Yeah,
same way you'll have it. But as I said, when you enjoy the struggles, they'll not seem as
yeah,
struggles. You'll always find a way.
right.
So there's struggle in everything. You have to choose it, as I said, and I chose it. So
Mm.
I'm happy about it.
Right. So this is the van, and we are inside his van. Vimal is inside his dream Maya world, and it truly looks like Maya. You have really everything set up right,
Thank you.
like this very
Thank you.
honeymoon setup. Looks like a very honeymoon setup to me. Like we're full of curtains and plush pillows and white bed and so on. And it tempo travelers, they look kind of claustrophobic with seats and all, but they're actually quite big, right? If you really get rid of the seats,
Exactly, exactly,
that's a ton of
exactly.
space.
Yeah,
Like how many square feet are we talking about here? Like,
yeah. Say exactly then 12 by 5,
mm,
60.
mm.
So 60 to 70 square feet.
But you have everything in there. You have drinking water,
Yeah,
you
I
have
have a
drinking water facility, you have water under your bed, under your
exactly,
van,
exactly.
and then
Under my bed,
everything is something that you have fixed with your own hand.
that's true, that's true. With my own hand, and a few friends have helped me.
Mm,
A few of my juniors who joined me and helped me selflessly without expecting anything. So
right.
yeah,
Wow. And you also have, I look around, you have cabinets. That is obviously the vehicle AC. You have lights.
yes,
You
yes,
have then this
yeah,
is
yeah.
all this is all coming from the solar powered
This
batteries.
is a dream. This is a dream catcher.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's your luck. But
Yeah,
all this is powered by your solar batteries that you got
exactly,
from solar.
exactly.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True, true, true. The
right.
batteries are also under the van,
Mm,
and under the van I have an inverter battery and two batteries, one inverter, and what else? I have a gas cylinder, an automobile gas cylinder,
right.
which gives gas to my stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's about it.
Wow. And you love driving. You are the only driver of your van, and you just
Exactly, exactly.
endlessly, you never get tired. Where driving in
I
itself
I
is
love
is is something that you can enjoy, right? So there are many people who are a big fan of
I
driving as well.
love I love driving. Like especially Maya, the way it maneuvers, it's amazing. It's
Mm,
the engines of Tempo Travelers are really good. They're made of Mercedes Benz engines,
mm-hmm.
and you can the turning radius is crazy. It seems like your vehicle is coming out of your tire is coming out of your vehicle.
Right.
That much it turns, and it's amazing to maneuver it in the hill stations and all. This vehicle is a breeze driving,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
and I love
you,
driving personally.
right, right. Can you show us around your van if possible? I mean, you just start with your bed,
Surely,
maybe. It's
surely.
like it looks fantastic to me. It's better than my bed in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is my bed.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I'm not good at vlogging,
Yep, no problem.
so please bear with me.
Yeah.
These are my reading lights,
You have a charging
and
station over there.
yes, there are two actually,
Uh-huh.
one here and one there,
Brilliant.
and so this is my fridge. These
Uh-huh.
are the cupboards, and this is my fan.
Right.
I have a skylight over here
Mm.
that opens to the top. I have a window over here, and
Right.
I have plants, two
Wow.
plants. This is actually a gift from Shavan.
Mm.
This
Amazing.
bonsai.
Right.
Uh, so this is the kitchen.
Right. You have a
This is
sink.
style, this is the sink, and
Huh.
this is the water tap. This is what for water filter. I mean the water from the water filter comes here,
Drinking
and
water.
this is my yeah.
Uh,
This is my chopping board,
mm-hmm.
and I have things over here. I have a
Yeah.
commode here. I can pull it out and put a
Huh.
curtain
Right.
from here, and I can use it.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a tap there. I can set up a shower here. This
Mm-hmm.
space,
Mm-hmm.
removing the bean bag,
Mm-hmm.
and water goes to the. There are water tanks underneath my van.
Right.
The gray water goes and stays there.
Mm.
And what else?
Kitchen.
These are the
That you
some
have cabinets over there.
spaces.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. You have your
So this
stuff
is
figured. That looks,
this is bed
yeah,
from here.
pretty good for a couple, don't you think? I mean, I've seen couples live.
Exactly. Yeah. I actually it's built for a couple in the
Mm,
sense like it's built for two people.
mm.
And I don't want to move even if I get into a relationship or something like that. So I just was I'm
You
very clear.
designed it.
Yeah, in such a way.
Wow. Now you have your life set. Don't you think your mother is pressuring you to get a girl so that?
Yeah. No, she knows. She knows that. She has seen all my girlfriends, so that's not an issue actually.
Mm,
I've uh, I have introduced to all the people I
right.
was in relationship with at one point or the other,
Hmm.
and then so yeah, it's never a pressure actually.
Mm.
Uh, so if it comes, it comes.
Yeah, yeah. How did your friends and girlfriends react to this? Are they open to this? And I mean, this must be the strangest thing they would have ever seen in their life, right? It's like, you know,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, they're all surprised
mm,
in one way because this, but they knew because I've been working on this for a year. They knew people who are with me from a long time.
right.
They knew this is going to happen, but they
Mm,
never thought on this scale.
mm.
So they're surprised, they're happy, so a lot of things.
Mm. What are the comments from your relatives and all that? Because you know that pressure will always be there. You're
That's
not in a
true.
stable job. You're not,
That's true.
for them
That's
you're
true.
like wandering, like Tirutunad ekkado, like you know how it goes, right? With the family. But what are your
Exactly.
thoughts on that?
Exactly. See, for me, uh, it's simple. They are commenting from their own perspective of success,
Mm,
what they are defining as success,
mm,
and it is also coming from the point of maybe care, care and love, or something like that. I
mm.
don't know. I don't want to take it in a negative way. I don't know. Maybe it is coming from there. So I don't mind. I don't
Yeah,
mind until they keep pestering me. If they have an opinion, everyone has an opinion. I don't
right,
care. It's
right.
it's fine. It's they are absolutely allowed and have every right to have a perspective on how I can live my life.
Yeah.
But no matter what they believe in, this is how I'm going to live. So there's no pressure as such. I don't. There is pressure only when you take pressure. I don't take pressure.
Mm, what would you suggest someone who wants to live like you? What would be your top three suggestions or warnings or whatever you may call it, right? What
uh,
would you tell to people who
I
are looking at this and getting inspired?
I'll tell them to just go.
Mm,
There you will, if you want to do it, you will find a way.
mm,
So just go and live the life you want to live because you deserve it.
mm,
Everyone deserves to live a life that they are happy in,
mm.
and we are made the elite group of animals, not just to live a life we don't enjoy, right? Like we can and have the ability to do things which we love to do. So I'll tell them just go and believe that things will fall into place because it has happened to me. I'm a very normal human. If
Mm,
it has happened to me, it will happen to you. Things will fall into place. And two, try a lot of things. If you're not sure about what you want to do, try a lot of things. So I read a story like when I was in college. The three guys who go to a buffet. Okay, the buffet is really huge. There are a lot of dishes: Indian, Chinese, Arabic, etc., etc.
Mm.
And one guy picks up a plate and he starts putting dishes onto his plate. He comes across a sweet. He takes the sweet. He eats it. He really likes it, and then he eats three more sweets and he finishes off his meal.
Right.
And there is the second guy who picks up his plate. He starts putting the dishes. He comes across a sweet again, and this guy also likes that sweet, but he takes only one. He moves across the table and he tries all the dishes on the table, and he
Right.
comes back to the sweet and he takes two more and he finishes off his meal.
Mm.
There is this third guy who sees the buffet and he's like, "Oh my God, there's so many dishes.
Right.
Where to start? What to start? What if my stomach is upset tomorrow? What
Mm.
if I'm not able to wake up tomorrow? Like there are a lot of dishes. What if they're not really good at all?
Yeah.
What if I don't like any of them?" Thinking that, he'll never pick up the plate. He goes home hungry.
Mm.
I always tell people, don't be that third guy.
Yeah.
Try different things. If you like something, keep doing it. If you want, like, keep trying different things in your life
Mm.
and come back to the thing you like to do again.
Right.
But don't be that third guy
Mm.
and don't go home hungry.
Mm.
So that's what worked for me. I tried, as I said, from the beginning of the conversation, as I said, like, I tried so many things.
Mm.
That's what helped me. That's what made me into what I am. So when you try different things, you may figure out what you love to do, or you may keep moving and you at least you'll be happy,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And there's always a way to try different things. Go out and try different things.
Mm.
You everything will fall into place. That's what.
And we don't have that culture like that starts from school itself, right? We are restricted to math and science.
Exactly.
The point of the school is ఎందుకు ఆరు సబ్జెక్టులు ఉంటాయి. Why do we have 6 subjects? Is, the point of school is to show you different things so that
Exactly.
eventually you will figure out which doesn't happen. Because మన ఆంధ్రాలో కూడా
Exactly.
if we check in Andhra, eventually we end up
ఖచ్చితంగా.
doing MPC, BPC in Narayana Chaitanya College.
అవును.
And
I'm also that. I come from the same herd.
yeah,
అదే I did MPC, తర్వాత engineering, same kind of herd.
same herd, myself, Narayana, engineering. And we don't have that culture from the school itself, and that never really allows us to explore when we grow up. And that is why white people do these things. So white people are obviously privileged to do these things. They are more wealthy and all, but even if you're wealthy, how many wealthy Indians are doing this, right? I mean, if you really take a look at it, right? So
Exactly.
we are trained to be this unidimensional, narrow, monodimensional living beings right from the childhood, and that really we really miss many experiences as we grow up. And I thankfully, although I am in a monotonic job, I try to experience as much as I can. I travel as much as I can. Did you face anything like, did Corona change anything in your lifestyle? I don't think it would have, because you're already socially distant in the sense of your lifestyle. But did it bring any new challenges or something like that?
No, it's more of a blessing in disguise for me. I
Uh-huh.
got time to work on Maya.
Mm.
It's a blessing in disguise. That's how universe work, it seems.
Yeah.
So it gives me things when I want it, and it gives me precisely, and I understand it. I accept it, and I
Mm.
go with the flow. So
Mm.
so that's what travel makes you. It makes you into a much more peaceful person. It
Right.
makes you into much more accepting person.
Mm.
You accept things as they are.
Mm.
So to comment on that,
Mm.
on culture thing, I do understand. We really don't have that culture where people can try different things, where
Yeah.
people can uh, uh, you know uh, experience different things.
We are not
But
even curious.
yes, exactly. And see, people are born curious.
Mm.
Every single human being is born curious.
Yeah.
And in the same book, in the same the Sapiens book I was reading, it's an evolutionary thing. because we can't carry like bigger humans inside the womb,
Yeah.
as females who couldn't carry because they can't, because they walk on two legs, so
Mm.
they couldn't carry, they give premature births. We
Mm.
are actually premature babies, every
Uh-huh.
one of us.
Okay.
That's why we stay with our parents in adult care for a long time. Like for cats it's just 1 month. Everything in the animal kingdom, it's very rare that
Yeah.
their children stay with them for 16 years, 15 years of their life.
Yeah.
You know,
And study in Narayana
so we are
Chaitanya and all.
premature.
Cats and lions, they don't stay with their parents and study in Narayana Chaitanya for like fucking 2 years, and they don't end up in engineering. Right? When even the
Exactly,
birds, right? Like few months, the mother will kick the bird out, like go
exactly,
fucking fly, bro. Like what the fuck are
exactly,
you doing in my house?
exactly. we we evolve like that, and
Mm.
that is an advantage for us, right? Like we come into the world without knowing anything.
Right.
Birds, lions, tigers, whatever you take, they come into the world with pre intelligence, that they know something about the nature,
Mm.
and it's inbuilt in them. So this is what they have to do. They
Right.
The mother will care them for some time, and then they'll find their own way.
Mm.
But we are premature babies, we
Mm.
don't know anything, and that works for us. We don't know anything, and we can impart knowledge, we can
Mm.
impart because if you're born in a certain kind of religion, you belong to that religion.
Yeah.
You're if you're so that is why we have Abdul Kalams, and we have Kasabs, right, in the
Yeah.
same world.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. We are all born as premature, and with the ability to know, to be curious.
Yeah.
So all may be a wrong statement. Most of us,
Yeah.
some fortunately or unfortunately can't, but
Mm.
most of us
Yeah.
will take birth with the same kind of minds,
Right.
right?
Right.
But what we are doing with it, we are curious, but our curiosity has been killed. And
Yes.
at the same time, I'll tell you, I went to Chaitanya myself. I went to an engineering college, a government university myself. I
Mm.
all 20 years of my life I stayed at a single place.
Mm.
Uh, but why am I doing things which most of them, as you yourself are saying, like most of them are not doing.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up in I didn't fall from a different kind of place. I grew up in the
Mm.
same place.
Yeah.
And also very small town. As you know, Anantapur is a very small town. And for 20 years of my life, I did all my schooling in one school,
Mm.
and 11th and 12th Chaitanya
Mm.
in Anantapur itself, and then 4 years of my college in Anantapur itself, JNTU Anantapur. So
Right.
all those things I did all in Anantapur. But why am I doing it? uh See, it's how you take it. Like I want people to read more books. I
Mm.
want people to understand that there is a different world. The problem with us is we don't know that there are different opportunities outside.
Yes.
We are confined to engineering, medical. We, like, if you're doing degree, it's more like, oh, you're not worth for engineering and medical, that's why you're doing degree. That is what our mentality is.
Mm.
Like people don't read history, don't read arts because they love it.
Yeah.
They read because they want a degree.
Mm.
And how beautiful history is. I personally love history.
Mm.
So how, like, when I'm reading Sapiens, I get excited. When I read about Krishnadevaraya, I get excited. When I read about Cholas, I get excited. I was literally crying standing before Brihadeshwara temple in Tanjavur.
Right.
So it's all beautiful,
Mm.
and people don't read it for the love of it. And I want people to read it for the love of it. When you do it, lot of things changes. So you have to impart, the at least new age parents have to
Mm.
impart the habit of reading books into children, and
Right.
and tell them that there are a lot of opportunities. That's how I define parenting.
Yeah.
You're standing in a circle, and that circle leads to a lot of roads,
Right.
and you have to let your child choose any road he or
Mm.
she wants. And if they find any thorns, and if they can't cross anything, any obstacle over there, If they come back, you stand at the same point, same circle, and you invite them and you let them choose a different path.
Right.
That's what parenting is. Parenting is about response. Like, we grow up in an environment where we are fed that love is authority.
Mm.
You have to do only this, you have to study only this, you have to love only these people, you can't do this, you can't do that. We are grown up in that place where we feel love is about authority.
Yeah.
No, love is not authority. Love is more of responsibility, love is more of freedom, love is
Mm.
more of letting go, love is more of letting people fly.
Mm.
When more people understand that, we'll have better citizens. We'll have better people, compassionate humans, humans who have wisdom,
Right.
and who are compassionate, and who can do things what they love to do, and happier people. So
Wow.
happy people makes a happier world.
Happier people is the most important thing that we need in our society right now. And you chose this lifestyle. Like, what are your, like, are there any legal hurdles, for example? Like, for example, what can you tell about, is anyone else living like this in India? Or do you have to take some sort of a permission to visit some place or live like this? Are vehicles allowed to be designed like this? That is one question. So what are the regulatory legal challenges that you went through to make your Maya and live your life traveling around?
So there is a provision in the RTO itself, which is called camper van private use.
Uh-huh.
When you get that into your RC, like when you register your vehicle, the Maya is registered as a camper van for private use. When
Mm.
you register your vehicle, it's kind of a permission to build home and live in it. So that's there, but most people don't know that.
Mm.
Even the RTO people don't know that. So when I go to when I went to the RTO, it literally took me 4 months. I went to RTO every day, making them understand. I read the whole Motor Vehicles Act
Yeah.
to make them understand. I found little loopholes. I,
Mm.
I I found things. I went to them, and in their own website there is a provision for camper van. I've shown them,
Mm.
and the people somehow assume people living in camper vans are rich.
Yeah.
So when you like there is the tax for it is really less. So when I asked them, like, I wanted for private use, when the tax is less, they were not ready to give,
Yeah.
because they said, and I quote, "You're really rich. Like, how can you pay less tax?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not rich. Then I took all the articles I've been featured in, like I got featured all over all over India in
Yeah.
different media channels.
Mm.
So I took the file. Like, I never really thought about it. Like, I keep getting featured. I generally don't think about it,
Mm.
but I took printouts of it, made a file, and took to the RTO, showed him. See, I traveled without money. I'm not a fool to travel without money when I have money. I really didn't have money. That
Mm.
is why I traveled without money. And this is what it is. This is why I'm trying to build a home in my van.
Mm.
So this is a dream of 3 years. I've done so many things over the years. Please do understand and all. I did a lot of things. I went to the head office, and somehow universe is like that. It will give you opportunities, and
Yeah.
I found a guy in the head office, and then he called the RTO people, and then somehow it got worked out.
Mm.
Finally, I got a registration as camper van.
Right.
So that is a major legal challenge as such.
Mm.
When you have a registration as camper van, and even police on the road or the RTO on the road, they don't understand that this provision. So
Yeah.
you have to explain them. See, the most important part is they might be seeing it for the first time, right?
Mm.
Like, they have not seen anything like this anywhere in their life. So you
Yeah.
have to be patient.
Mm.
You have to be patient enough to explain them. See, this is why you do it, and this is what it is. And if you're patient enough, sometimes people become very friendly. They took selfies with me. They called their friends, the police people. Once the RTO just gave me back the file without seeing. He was very very strict and very
Mm.
serious and all in the beginning. After I explained to them, after some kind of banter, he gave me back the file. I said, go and travel and live your life, something like that, he
Mm.
said.
Mm.
So things like that. You just have to be patient enough to explain them why you're doing what you're doing, etc. and etc.
Right.
So yeah, to answer your other question, I'll not say there are no people at all who travel
Uh-huh.
and who live in camper vans.
Okay.
They in India. There are definitely people, and I know one or two.
No,
Uh,
no one from Rayalaseema. Let's be honest.
I don't know.
Right.
We never know. I just say
Fair
we
enough.
never know.
Right.
Initially I thought see there may be very few full-time van lifers like who
Yeah.
do it for full time, who live in it, who for whom this is their life, something
Mm,
like that.
mm.
I'll not say there are none. Initially I used to think maybe I'm the I can say I'm one of the very first,
Uh-huh.
but one of the is a much better
Wide.
way to
Yeah.
put it, because there might be, and there can be people
Right.
who will be living.
Right. 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 What next though? Like, are you gonna turn your camper van into a limousine? Have add disco lights, or are you gonna extend? Where did you get the inspiration for this design? Right? It's just normal, or is it just normal basic interior designing
Yeah,
inside your
basic
van?
designing.
Yeah.
There is no inspiration as such, but I have seen hundreds of videos of van tours
Mm,
on YouTube. So maybe see, like no matter how much you deny,
mm,
whatever you see, whatever you read, they just go and store somewhere in your mind,
yeah.
and they'll come out in one way or the other. So
Yeah.
maybe there is some kind of inspiration somewhere.
Mm,
I'll not deny that.
yeah.
But yes, it's absolutely built for my needs, what I
Mm,
want. So I wanted a full bed. I wanted a full kitchen. I don't. Initially I thought I'll build a shower, but then I realized I don't want it.
mm.
I have a bean bag. So it's built especially for my needs. So yeah.
Right. 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 What next though? What next is what I'm trying to ask. So where are you going? What will you do with this van? You're not big on planning, but you have a vague idea where you might be in the next, say, 1 2 months or 1 2 years, 5 years. I don't know. What can you tell us about it?
I don't even know about tomorrow, so I can't tell you about 1 2 years.
Right.
It's too much.
Mm,
uh See, I really don't know. That is the way I live.
mm,
I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be here in Bangalore for till the end of Feb. That's what I know. After
mm.
that, I really don't know. I want to move north,
Yeah.
but where, how, when, I all these things, I don't, when I'll be where, I really don't know.
Mm,
uh I'll just go with the flow.
right.
Sometimes in the morning I think of a destination, I hop into Maya, and then I'll be driving and I'll feel like, no, I don't want to go there, I'll just take a left now. So
Hmm,
I'll go. So that happened to me. So things like that. So I'm
right.
like that. I'm a very I just flow.
Mm.
I don't really have a plan. I don't
You're
really have a
you're the true Ranbir Kapoor in that sense, right? Ranbir Kapoor's life in his movies, all this,
plan.
like I'm lost in that shit, but he's full of shit. But don't you have any startup ideas or something? Like I have a good startup idea for you. Maybe people can come down to you and take help from you on how to design their own van, maybe. But you said about your startup. What can you tell
Yeah,
about it?
yeah. In the sense like my friends who helped me in the building of the van, they have started a van building company.
Mm-hmm.
So people approach me, and if they want normal help, I'm always ready to answer questions of people, because see, people have given me everything. People
Yeah.
have literally paid for a lot of things here, so I can't deny that.
Mm,
But I'm always free in offering advice. But if
mm,
they want a professional help,
yeah.
I'll show the way to them.
Yeah.
I'll guide them to those people, and
Mm,
they'll give me a cut.
yeah.
If they make a ban,
Yeah.
they'll give me a cut.
Right.
That's how it is, but I don't know how it's gonna pan out. But
Mm.
I'm hopeful. I'm
Right,
hopeful.
right. How did you go viral though? Because you had like, what was your proper viral moment where you like your Instagram followers exploded and that this? Do you plan to
I
open a YouTube channel and do all that stuff as well? What's your plan?
I'm not a very social media person.
Uh huh.
Like I've never really enjoyed it in a way.
Uh huh.
I do in the sense like I enjoy it in one way, but
Hmm.
I don't enjoy the pressure. I've never enjoyed the pressure. So
Mm.
for me, travel is all about freedom. Like when you kill that freedom, there is nothing in travel for me. So
Yeah.
most of the times, like I don't have pressure. I have to
Mm.
post now. I have to post today. I never have that.
Mm.
So I'll just post when I want to post. I'll just that's why I have only 70 odd posts. Of them, you
Yeah.
don't believe 20 posts are maybe in this few months.
Right.
So I've been traveling for 4 years. So
Right.
I'll not have much photographs. So that
Yeah.
is me.
Yeah.
That is how I operate.
Mm.
And a lot of people ask me like, why don't you do vlogging? I don't enjoy it personally.
Mm.
That is why I don't do. I do things which I love to do. That
Mm.
is what travel is like. When you are again pushing yourself to doing things you don't love, what's the point of travel? What's the
Mm.
point of me sitting here and giving this gyan of telling people go and do things you love to do when I'm not doing it?
Mm.
That's what it is. So but the viral moment, it's like magical for me. In December I thought, somehow, I had this vague thought that in January, by the end of January, I want to have 4,000 followers or something.
Okay.
Just that. I
Mm.
just I just had this vague thought.
Mm.
I had somewhere around 1,500, something like that at that point of time.
Mm.
Then January, somewhere in the middle, in 3 days, I gained 7,000 followers.
Huh.
uh, and now it's somewhere around 18K. So
Mm.
it keeps on growing. It is not stopping,
Yeah.
and I'm not doing anything for it. The one video went viral.
Mm.
One vlog went viral in Tamil.
Yeah.
So after that, one other vlog went viral. So two videos, like one is at 4 lakhs, one is at 2 lakh views.
Mm.
So because of those things, my Instagram exploded.
Fantastic, bro. I mean, we can talk about your journey forever and ever, but you should write a book probably. You should write a book,
Thank you,
or
thank you.
make a video blog out of it, because obviously you read. Probably writing would more suit you more. Would you do that in the future if possible? Just keep this
Yeah, yeah. A lot
session
of
in mind.
people ask, lot a lot of people ask me this. I may probably do it sometime. I don't know.
Mm.
I may.
Mm. Tell us about your social media real quick, bro. Where we can find you online, Instagram, Facebook, all that good jazz.
So on Instagram, I'm with the name Inspiring Wanderer.
Mm-hmm.
On Facebook, like you can search for Vimal Geetanandan. I'm
Mm.
the only Vimal Geetanandan on whole Facebook. So you will
Okay.
find me there.
Right. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's it, folks. Here it is. If you're sick and tired of your EMIs to your 1 crore, 2 crore homes, here's a podcast that here's a Maya like vehicle that will make you jealous, that will take you around, that takes him around the country and probably the whole world one day. Thank you very much, Vimal, for doing this podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
That's
much.
it from
Means a
this
lot.
episode, folks. Till we see you next time with another episode. Bye, everyone.